to a special edition of NAIT NewsWatch. Edmonton is growing every day, and with so much change on the horizon, why not take a walk around town and see what's new?
This week, we post our regularly scheduled programming to bring you our Try This show, an entire episode of the crew taking a step out of our campus and soaring into a city full of adventure.
From virtual golf to taking a look at the Legislature building, the Festival City is the place to be for all things fun and historical.
So let's hop on the train to explore our city, Edmonton, and maybe you will like what you see. Give it a try.
Well, real ninjas haven't been around for a long time. That won't stop you from training like one.
Sarah Shadewasser and Gordon Haggerty are taking their first steps into becoming ninja warriors.
Thanks, guys. We're here at FitSet Ninja, just around the corner from the studio.
And we're here to see what it takes to become a ninja warrior.
In 2009, a TV show in America called American Ninja Warrior originated, and that kind of started out really small, and it's gained traction over the years. Eventually the sport has grown where there's been gyms where people of all ages can train.
Gordon and I will be doing a beginner obstacle course to see who has the better skills.
This course includes rings, rope swings, balance beams, and at the very end, we'll make our way up the warp wall. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh Lord. Okay.
Oh. Oh. Where's the buzzer? Oh. Yeah.
Yeah!
I was able to complete the course in 1:41.
And I did it in 1:32. That was really close.
This course was a lot tougher than we thought.
Ninja really tested our minds and our bodies.
I would say no matter your skill level or experience or your age, come give it a shot.
Wow, I think we really worked up a good sweat, Gordon.
That was really tough, Sarah.
For NAIT NewsWatch, I'm Sarah Shadewasser.
And I'm Gordon Haggerty.
And you should try this.
In Edmonton, golf season feels like it's over in the blink of an eye.
Luckily, golfers can still find a way to play virtually all year round.
Our Avery Stenson and Dylan Weiner join us from Evolution Golf, where they're trying their hand at simulated golfing.
Thanks, guys. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Avery. We're here at Evolution Golf to try out their virtual golf simulators.
And with the golf season ending and it getting a bit cold outside, we're trying an alternative. Let's get to it.
First things first was a quick warm-up. We hit the driving range to dial in our form, distances with our clubs, and get used to hitting into a screen. Dylan decided to show out and have the longest drive of the day, smashing the ball 248 yards, taking a 1-point lead in our competition.
Evolution Golf has over 20 mini games if you want to try something other than traditional golf for your warm-up. Avery and I took a shot at beer pong and closest to the pin.
Beer pong was surprisingly difficult, but with a little luck on my side, I was able to beat Dylan and tie it in our competition.
Moving into closer to the pin, this game provides a challenge that doesn't just test your ability to adjust your swing, but also your accuracy. I was able to get closest by a wide margin of over 100 feet, leaving Avery in the dust.
we decided to take our skills to a real course, Pebble Beach. But first, we need to know what to expect from playing a proper round of golf inside the simulator.
I would say the biggest difference between virtual golf and real golf is going to be the putting. So the putting is very difficult in the simulator, obviously, because you can't judge your distance. Like when everybody's putting and you're looking at a hole, you kind of know the distance because you can see how far away it is. When you're in the simulator, all you have is numbers.
After 2 holes of Pebble Beach, it's clear we need to come back for more practice. I was able to get a double bogey on the second hole to beat Dylan, leaving us tied at the end of the day. After all those competitions, we still suck at golf.
This is a great way to spend evening with your family or your friends.
And you should definitely
Try this.
The art of dance is embraced through many cultures around the world.
And today our Quinn Olsen is trying out the art of salsa dancing.
Thanks guys. I'm here today at E-Town Salsa and we are gonna try some salsa dancing. I haven't danced probably in a very long time, so I'm excited to see how this goes today. To start, I learned 3 of the most basic salsa steps to get me warmed up. This gave me an idea of the mechanics of salsa dancing and prepared me for partner work in the future.
I consider it a physical language. So, anybody learning a language is going to take some time, right? And a physical language is different, but you're going to learn some new things.
I was a bit nervous at first, but Alejandro encouraged me to keep trying and kept the lesson light and fun. So as time went on, I slowly started to loosen up.
If you take it too serious, then you kind of end up quitting or you just kind of get frustrated and such. So I just tell people just have fun with it and always forgive yourself for making mistakes in the early stages.
Near the end, I was finally able to try some partner work, which I really enjoyed. I found it much easier to stay on rhythm when having a partner to help guide me through the steps. And overall, I think I did a pretty good job for my first time. That was a lot of fun. I'm not a professional yet, but I definitely would come back for a couple more classes. For NAIT NewsWatch, I'm Quinn Olsen, and you should try this.
I am 100% gonna give that a try. Hey Ben, what do you think about models in general?
Oh, you mean like those little cute trains and airplanes?
Yeah.
Seems like I need a lot of tools to get them to work.
Apparently, you only need clippers and a razor blade for those small little plastic ones. Our Carter Bell joins us from Kingsway Mall with more.
Thanks, guys. We found out that we didn't even have to go that far for making these models. Me and Maddie are going to go to Kingsway right over here to get something pretty easy for her and maybe a bit of a challenge for myself. And our first stop was GameStop, where it's a more casual place, and we thought this would be a good place for Maddie to find something she would like. She found 3 Pokemon she was interested in, and that's where we went.
Then we went to the pop-up shop, which is an intricate place for Carter specialties, and he wanted to challenge himself. Then we talked to one of our instructors, because she's a model enthusiast as well.
The plastic models are great because they do require less of the really fussy, intricate work that requires a ton of patience. So they're a lot easier, and they still give you that gratifying feeling of creating something with your hands and having a finished product.
And now that we have our models, we are going to work on making them. I'm going to work on this big boy.
And I'm going to work with my Jigglypuff, and then after Jigglypuff go to Squirtle, and then to Pikachu for the last one. Working with my first one was easy. All I had to do was snip out some pieces and then push out the rest of them with ease.
Well, Maddie was figuring out Jigglypuff pretty quickly. I was having a hard time with the instruction manual, and before I knew it, she was done. I got the bottom of the jaw done.
And now it's time for Squirtle. Oh, wait.
Just like that, I was already done with Squirtle. Yeah!
I think I was starting to get a hang of the instructions at this point. I think I'm catching up.
I'm done my Squirtle, as you can see.
I totally have a full head right now.
Now I'm working on my final boy, Pikachu, which is my last boy, and he has the most parts.
I'll be honest with you, this was a much bigger challenge than I kind of anticipated, but I was starting to make some headway towards the end, even though Maddie was already done before me. I think within 5 minutes, I finally got this head done.
Done, my Pikachu.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed making this cute little creature for the very first time. And yeah, pretty easy. Carter here, however, is still got ways away from finishing his, but he'll get there in no time. Well, I'm Maddie Joa.
And I'm Carter Bell.
And you should try this.
And look at this, we have some just right in front of us. We have a cute little transformer, robots in disguise.
It looks very high-end. I like
know,
it.
Right? It's like they did it really, really well. I can't do this at all.
I look at my Pikachu. It's so adorable, isn't it?
Pika Pika. Oh my god, I grew up watching Pokemon. Oh, it's amazing.
Me as well.
You know, Ben, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to keep the ball rolling.
Yes.
Have you checked out Edmonton's latest LRT line?
To be honest, I haven't because I'm international, but after the break, we will take a look at the Valley Line Southeast.
And we'll go sightseeing across Edmonton to explore some of the city's most hidden gems.
And later, we're heading to one of Edmonton's most iconic landmarks, a place where history, architecture, and politics all come together under one dome.
The Valley Line Southeast has been open for over 2 years, and a lot of students still haven't given it a try.
So our Ashanti Wani and Brie Boucher take us on a trip down to the Valley Line to see why it's worth a try.
Thanks guys, I'm Ashan Joani.
And I'm Brie Boucher.
We are here to take you on a ride down the Valley Line to show you what is there to offer.
With your NAIT 1 card, you have access to Edmonton's entire transit system.
This is a Valley Line train to 100 seconds.
We start off by parking at Davies Station. Davies offers a parking ride with over 1,300 stalls, all for free. Davies is also more commonly referred to as a transit center as it serves its community nearby.
There's also a cafe where I just bought myself some buttered chicken. Our next stop on the Valley Line is Bonnie Doon.
We just got off at Bonnie Doon stop. Just a few steps away from the stop lies the Bonnie Doon Shopping Center with a lot to offer, including a gym and a bowling alley.
Bonnie Doon is great for those looking to pick up groceries or even grab a bite from the food court along their journey on the Valley Line.
Before our next stop at Mutter, we stop at Strathern to take a look at the beautiful artwork.
Here's a fun fact. All stops and stations along the Valley Line feature artwork. We are currently at Strathern, and look at this cool artwork behind me.
All art along the Valley Line is thanks to the city's public art policy managed by the Edmonton Arts Council.
Our next stop was Mutter, where we were able to sit down, enjoy our meals, take a look at the breathtaking views of Edmonton, and take a walk near Gallagher Park.
Fun fact, Gallagher Park is actually home to Edmonton's Folk Fest Festival.
A fare on the Valley Line costs $3.75, so it's perfect for you to try out. Take a look at the beautiful view from the Tawatana Bridge at night. The next stop we are heading to is Churchill.
Next stop, Churchill. This is a Valley Line train. Please use the Churchill connector to access the Churchill station to transfer to a Capital or a Metro line train.
The Churchill connector was designed to connect all lines in Edmonton in one place so that riders can transfer between train lines seamlessly.
Thank you for riding the Edmonton Valley Line.
Now, for post-secondary students looking to get to the University of Alberta, NAIT, or MacEwan University, we have to transfer underground with the Churchill connector to the existing lines right here.
Next stop, NAIT. Blanchford Market Station.
So Bree, after your first time experience with the Valley Line, do you think you'll ever take it or use it again?
Absolutely, I will. I had a really good experience.
Yeah, and it was really nice. Like when we were downtown, we didn't have to find a place to park or worry about paying for parking, and it was perfect.
I think the best part about today is that it was completely free. With our NAIT One cards, we had access to the entire transit system. So who knows where we're gonna go next?
Exactly. And with NAIT NewsWatch, I'm Ishan Giovanni.
And I'm Brie Boucher.
And you should try this!
You know, Ben, there's something about discovering those perfect spots that just take the view away.
That's right, Celestia. You know I'm always searching for the best views of Canada, especially of our city.
From the River Valley to the sunset, Edmonton offers some most breathtaking views in Alberta. RT and Coda got the chance to check it out.
Thanks, guys. Whether you've lived here for forever or just moved to town, and you're always looking for views in Edmonton, we have some awesome spots to show you.
And for our first spot, we're at Blackfoot Provincial Park with awesome hiking trails that gives you views of many different lakes and ponds to the trees as far as the eye can see. While we were walking, we heard and noticed trees falling along the trail and couldn't figure out why, until we looked over and spotted a huge beaver dam.
Our next hidden gem is locally known as the End of the World. There's technically two of them, but this one's right beside Legends Golf Course. This is a great place to see the river valley, especially to dodge all the crowds, and especially at sunset. You gotta take a look at this.
The whole area was such an escape from the city. You could actually hear the river flowing and the birds chirping. You could see every ripple of water, which made me glad we chose to go at sunset because it really did bring the river valley to life.
Just down the road from the End of the World, we are here at the Beaver Hills Bridge. It connects Edmonton to Strathcona, and not only does it give you a good sight of the river, but some pretty cool views to look at. Check it out. While we were walking on the bridge, we did see a couple people go down to the river, but we chose not to go because it was getting too cold.
For our last stop, we had to show off Edmonton's amazing skyline here at Queen Elizabeth Park, from all the lights and colors you could ever imagine.
This was probably our favorite part of the day. We wandered around the park and found a bench with a perfect view, where we ended up watching the city come to life.
If you have the opportunity to go roam around the city, we highly recommend. I'm Coda Dunfield.
And I'm Tia Thorpe, and you gotta try this.
If you're heading to the Alberta Legislature, expect to walk through some impressive architecture and a few stories you didn't learn in school.
And our Josh and Eric got a behind-the-scenes look that most people never get to see.
Thanks, team. When it comes to the legislative building and other government buildings around Canada, many wouldn't think twice about going inside and taking a look around.
That's right, just behind us is the legislative building. We had the chance to go speak to a tour guide and have a chance of learning something new and maybe something you want to check out.
This over a century-old building was built between 1907 and 1913, which now when you look inside is hard to tell when looking at the modern interior of the building.
Fun little note, before taking the tour, please refrain from any outside food or drink. You don't want to get any of your soda in this beautiful fountain.
When first going on the tour, the first thing you'll be greeted by is the beautiful and surreal large room called the Rotunda. We were lucky enough to be patient and wait until these beautiful sprinklers turned on at the end of the tour.
As the rotunda is kind of the center of our building, we like to call it a space of democracy. In the center of that democracy here, surrounding us, we have those various pillars. Those pillars do represent our 4 pillars of democracy in freedom, representation, equity, and justice. And they also tie into our origins of democracy in ancient Greek tradition as well.
Fun little note again, these pillars don't actually hold up the building. They are only made of plaster and wood, but weigh up to 16 tons. The next part of the tour takes you to the door to the chamber where the Sergeant of Arms knocks on these door knockers, with a coat of arms showing at the top of the door.
So we have our coat of arms above those doors as well. It's the official Alberta coat of arms. On there we have the saying Fortis a Liber. This is Latin for strong and free. We like to say those are values we hold here at Alberta, and they get translated into this building through that coat of arms.
On the next stop of our tour, we were able to see the gallery.
You're actually looking at the artist himself.
Yeah, they're crazy detailed.
Exploring the many portraits of the many premiers of our beautiful province.
Fun little note again, if you decide to take the tour, please refrain from any photography of these portraits. We want our premier's portraits to stay pristine, of course.
Next up, we enter the chamber, where the actual legislative decision-making process begins. We'll let our tour guide Ava explain the seating positions in the assembly room.
So in our chamber, we have our speakers sitting in the center as they act as a neutral kind of referee during session. To the right-hand side of the speaker, the government sits. And then on the left-hand side of the speaker, we have our opposition party that sits on that side.
These tours are free for people who wish to explore these grounds and see what this century-old beauty of a building has to offer.
Well, as you can see, there's a lot more to see and do that you might not have known about in these structures here in Edmonton.
That's right, Eric. Maybe the next time you come around these buildings, maybe take the tour and you'll learn something about not only our government, but also our history.
I'm Eric Calhoun.
And I'm Josh McCord.
And you should try this.
Thanks, Josh and Eric. I know I am definitely heading to the Ledge right now. I know Edmonton no longer uses the slogan, the City of Champions, but as of today, Edmonton is the City of Fun. I never knew how many activities are here in the city then.
And we know it now, Celestia. The beauty of Edmonton is actually everywhere waiting for us to find it out. And do you know there are going to be more activities welcoming the new year?
I don't know if it's too early, but my New Year's resolution is to try all these activities.
I will hold you to that. And thank you for spending time with us.
Join us next week as we return to our regular program. Have a good night.
Good night.